Hey y'all, welcome back to Mandy's Music Monday. I am doing, what do they call it? I guess Vlogtember. Last month it was called Veda, and it was vlog every day in August. So here's Vlogtember. I'm going to attempt to vlog every um, day in September. I'm going to have a Mandy's Music Monday for every Monday in September. So here's the first Mandy's Music Monday, and it is going to be my top 5 summer songs that I've been listening to a lot this summer. So let's get started. Okay, number 1 is Neon Trees. That's the band, Sleeping with a Friend. I first started hearing this song at work, and the radio station that we listen to at work, they always get the new songs a lot later than like the more popular stations. Like the station I listen to is just like our local station, and it plays, just mainly in my little area. Um, and the radio station is actually just like right down the street from where I work. So anyway, they always get the songs later than everybody else, and they play music, that doesn't cuss, it doesn't rap, it's work friendly. But anyway, the first time I heard this song, it's like stuck in my head for like a week or two, and the only part that I could really ever catch was, how sometimes if there's a song that you like on the radio and you don't know the name of it, you only pick up on the part that you can remember, the part, it just like catches your attention. So every time I would hear Sleeping with a Friend, I would be like, oh my god, that's my song. And so finally one day, we were closing the store, and I heard like 2 little lines of lyrics, and I just like jotted it down in a note in my phone, and I came home and I googled it, and it was Neon Trees. What I love about this song is that it's so dancey, and it has like the greatest 80s vibe ever. And the lead singer is he just dances so flippin' cute. He is about the size of a twig, and he dresses in like hot pink and all these like flamboyant crazy colors. And if you watch the video to Sleeping with a Friend, it is very it's very 80s. It has like a lot of like cool like little 80s, like if you watched a typical 80s video, like let me think of what's that song, I Can't Wait by New Shoes. That video kind of reminds me of Neon Trees video kind of reminds me of that, as in the colors and the weird, like there's like a big eyeball window thing in it. And so all summer long, me and Tiffany are always like, let's have a dance party. And, we'd put that song and we would just kind of like dance around, and it just puts you in a good mood. And actually, one of our very, very, very close friends passed away in June. She was actually like a fourth sister to us. And whenever we would feel sad, we'd be like, dance party, and we'd put this song on, and it would just put us in a fabulous mood. As usual, I'll link all the videos and things like that in the description box. But that song, even though it kind of reminds me of a sad time now, it still makes me happy. It makes me so happy. And I like to listen to it when I'm like getting ready for work, or putting my makeup on, doing my hair, and I'll be in there like blow drying my hair and like dancing. It's like super awesome. Okay, the second one is, I don't believe this was a single, but it's by Lady Gaga, and it's called Gypsy, and it's from her new album. Art Pop is the name of her new album. And the song starts off really, really slow, and it's just her playing the piano, like singing real quiet, and then it kind of evolves into like this loud kind of, poppy kind of song. And it's just like the lyrics are just very like, it's just got a great story behind it. Like in the beginning, the guy's telling her, he's like, let me get it in my head. He says, I'm a wandering man, and he's like, he's like, I gotta go. So she's finally, she tells him, she's like, I don't want to be alone forever, but I can be tonight. And by the end of it, he comes back, and they're like, let's just go off and be gypsies together. And it's just like a great song. The only part I don't like is the very, very end, where she starts like shouting all these like different places, and that's the part I can like usually fast forward through that part, or I can start it over. But it's just like a great little song. Like a lot of people think like, I think a lot of people judge Lady Gaga by her clothes and, her very fabulous wigs. And sometimes, and you know, if you don't get the whole album and you listen to it, like, she has got some great stuff on these albums. And, you know, the lyrics are just like, they're awesome, you know, and like that is one of like my favorite songs. Like when I heard it, I felt like that song was speaking to my soul. Like it was just, it was so good. Hey guys, let's try this again. Luckily I kept my makeup and everything on because when I went back to edit this vlog, the sound cut off like halfway through. So I guess I need to start back with number 3, which is about where the sound cut off. So number 3 is Ella Henderson, Ghosts. She was on X Factor UK. I found this song because I subscribed to BuzzFeed Music, and it was like the 40 songs or whatever of the summer that you should listen to or you need in your life or something like that. And so I clicked on all the links, and the only one that really stood out was this one. And it's like a really dancey kind of poppy song set to like really sad lyrics. Like the part that stuck in my head, and it was stuck in my head for like 3 or 4 days before I ever decided, okay, I need this song in my life for realsies, is a part where she says, something, I can't even get it in my head now because Prince is in my head. Something like, I go down to the river to pray or something like that. And I loved it. And I love, like, what do you call it? Like, sad lyrics to like a poppy beat. I just do. I love sad lyrics anyway. Maybe because I'm a very depressive person. I don't know, maybe. I don't know, who cares? So anyway, like, she is really young, and I think she won X Factor. But her voice sounds just as good live as it does on the album, which, you know, when shows like that, you have to have a really good voice. You know, you have to be able to sing live. And like, if it was just like, it's just like good ear candy, really. Like, okay, Neon Trees is excellent ear candy. Like, if Neon Trees, Sleeping with a Friend, if I were to describe it as candy, it would be like dots. They're like colorful and chewy and like bright and festive and just awesome. And if like, if Ella Henderson's Ghosts were candy, it would be like M&M's during Shark Week, you know? It's just like that great feeling when you're like miserable and you're just like, oh, I love it. So yeah, that song is fabulous. You should get it. The 4th one is by David Gray. Y'all know I love David Gray. If you've watched any of my vlogs, any of my Mandy's Music Mondays. And his new album came out in June. It's called Mutineers. It's fabulous. And one of my favorite songs on there is called Last Summer. And Last Summer, oh my God, it's just like so sad and mellow and just like, it's all wrapped around like one like beat. It's like doo-doo, doo-doo. And then it was like the lyrics and the rest of the music just like twisted around that one little beat and like this like really emo hug, if you will. But it's just so good, and he's always, you know, the first line in the song is like, baby, make like we did last summer. And that song, it just reminds me, like, if you're driving in your car late at night and you've got the windows rolled down, like a nice humid summer breeze is coming through, you would be like being chill and relaxed to this song, thinking about last summer. You know, it's just, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. And like, okay, the lyrics of the song are like this long, and like the entire song is like this long, like that long. So that tells you how much music is in it, and the music is just amazing. Like, it's got, I think it's a violin, and I mean, it's so flippin' good. Like, I can't even, can't even. Like, I love that song, and I love my mellow, creepy music so much. And this song, you know, it just takes you back to, like, you know, I don't know. It's just fabulous, and his voice is, I love his voice. And this song is, like, hella cray awesome live. Like, it's amazing. But I just cannot even tell you to get this, like, you've just got to listen to it. It is so hard to describe. You just have to listen to it. And like I said, it's only like a 3-minute song or something. It's pretty short, and there's not very many lyrics to it, but that music just like stabbed you right in the heart. Okay, the very, very last one is from an album. It's called Punk Goes Pop 4. So, obviously there's 3 other ones. And I don't even know when Punk Goes Pop 4 came out. I don't know if this song is old. I don't know if the song is new. But my sister and her husband and me, we went shopping like a couple weeks ago, and he was in control of the radio, which usually doesn't make me very happy because he listens to or it was his iPod. He listens to screamy punk music and nerd music, nerd rap music that I don't know anything about. And so this song came on, and I was kind of like, I dig this. I dig it. It's like punky pop, It's it's not crazy screamy pop. It's more adult rock or modern alternative or, something like that. So it went off, and I'm like, that was kind of catchy. I can listen to that. And so then another song came on after that one went off. I'm like, dude, can you please put that other song back on, the one that came on first? And Tiffany, she picked up his iPod, and she's like, what one was it? And then she's like, are you talking about the Super Bass cover? Mm-hmm. It is a cover of Super Bass by Nicki Minaj by the Downtown Fiction. And I don't know much about Nicki Minaj. I know last year, a couple of my friends on Facebook, I'm pretty sure it was Jonathan and then my other friend Jerry, were talking about it, and I had never listened to it. I don't like Nicki Minaj music, and I actually think we were talking about really bad pop music, and one of them was like, you need to listen to this. So I got about halfway through it, and I'm like, I can't listen to this. It's awful. It's horrible. I can't do it. So I kind of had a little bit, I kind of knew what it was. I didn't necessarily know what it was. So Tiffany actually played a little bit for me because it was on the iPod, or her iPod. I think she had to switch them. And I'm like, ugh, turn it off and put the other one back on. So it just kind of takes away the squeaky female part of it, and the weird poppy music, bass, R&B kind of thing behind it. And it set it to more rock, and it's a guy singing it, so he's obviously changed the lyrics from he to she and things like that, but it is flippin' fabulous. And I've been listening to it nonstop for 2 weeks. Chris actually said, he's like, I'm never going to be able to listen to the song again because you've played it so much, because they came and stayed for 3 days, and I played it for 2 of the days that they were here. And he's like, yeah, he's like, you've made me hate this song. I'm never going to listen to it again. But I can't help it. When I find a song that I like, I play it into the ground until everybody around me hates it. That's how I know it's a good song. And then 2 years later, Tiffany's always like, you know what, I do like that song, I just hated it when you were playing it so much. So, but it's if you like cover versions, that is seriously one of the best cover versions I've heard in a really long time. They have Punk Goes 80s, Punk Goes 90s. There's obviously 3 other Punk Goes Pop albums. They've done Survivor by Destiny's Child, and the guitar in that is amazing in the cover version. For the 80s, there's a great cover of Lose Your Love by Outfield. That one is really fabulous. What's the other one? Send Me an Angel by Thrice. That's the one who sings it for Punk Goes Pop, whichever one it was, Punk Goes 80s. That one is really, really good. They've got some Oasis covers on there. They've got Belinda Carlisle covers. Madonna. I mean, it's great. But this Super Bass cover is crazy, crazy, crazy awesome. I can't even begin to tell you. It just puts you in a cool dance mood, and you're like, yeah, Super Bass, or however the song goes. I can't get it in my head right now because Madonna's playing. But it's so good, guys. It's so good. You have got to get that song in your life. Last Summer and Super Bass and Neon Trees. You've got to get it in your life. It's just fantabulous. So, hopefully the sound on this one works this time. So I will see you next Mandy's Music Monday. Bye.